All right, you're looking at a completed Ed Kern inspired workbench. I'm pretty darn happy with it. So kudos to you, Ed, for putting this together and putting it out there in a fashion in which someone like me could actually understand it and try to put it together. I pretty much did exactly what you, it's kind of bright, pretty much did exactly what you showed us to do. I only made a few changes. The stain, I used the gun stock for all of the framing, and then the shelves, with the exception of the top one, I went a little darker than the natural that you used. Yeah, I'm not crazy about it. It's kind of orangey if you look it up close. It's not the most beautiful thing, but I guarantee it's functional. It's pretty darn sturdy. A couple other changes that I made was, instead of the doubled up 2x4s on the back here, I did 4x4 posts, just for the weight, just to give it some extra weight, and that was pretty much it. You can also see I wasn't quite as fanatical about the screws on the front, which, good on you, Ed. I didn't have a pocket hole jig and I didn't buy one, so I'll have to live with the screws. But I just did a 45-degree bracket there to support the shelf. You see where I ran the wire for the light up there. It seems to work really well. I did also put a bolt through here into the bracket just to give this 2x6 some extra support. In the front, I did something a little bit different. I actually, there's my stain can, I actually ripped the 2x6 3/4 of an inch down, and that's actually the front of the shelf on the top. I didn't mean to do that. I just kind of got to that point, and you can see my joints aren't exactly square there, but I got to that point and went, oh crap, what do I do now? And so that's what I did. So it seems to work okay. What else did I do? Oh, another thing that took me a little bit to figure out was on the two shelves down here, they're a little bit different. This piece of wood here is, I think you gave the example of, 3 inches shorter on either side, and you double checked it. So this is 7.5 feet, 3 inches on each side, shorter than the back there, which is 8 feet. And that works out great. I mean, it's perfect. The thing that took me a little bit to figure out was that it's not the same on the bottom. Down here, this board that, let's see, over here, this board is actually 7 feet even, and it's not 7.5 feet, and the reason is because you have to join it here on the outside, so this comes all the way up to the front here, and the board doesn't go all the way out to the edge like it does here, where it comes all the way out to the edge. And then also you need to account for, sorry, camera battery died. Also, you need to account for this actually coming inside the inside of this, as opposed to up here where it's a little different. Anyway, the big thing I want you to take from this is 7.5 feet right here. This is 7 feet. If you do it that way and you follow Ed's instructions, it'll match up perfectly. Just took me a little bit to figure that out. Other than that, I think everything else is pretty much just what you did. I wired it up, I put a switch, and that's pretty much it. I can't wait to use it. I need a project now. So thanks again, Ed, for putting the plans out there and making them 3rd grade level so that I could follow them. Thanks a lot.